Okay, folks, it's sunny and it's sort of a very mild temperature today. They say it's going to get up to 25 degrees and the minimum was around 13 degrees, a bit of a variance in temperature. I don't like that, having to wear clothing for both hot and cold weather. When you're a person who doesn't own a car, it's a real nightmare having to work out what to wear and that. So, yeah. The nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have here a mystery piece of scrunched up paper. It looks like it's something. I don't know, I can't see. I'm not going to unscrunch it. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm just going to arrange it on the glass like so. Try and make sure it's nicely positioned. Maybe I'll leave it on that. Yeah, looks like the top is too far off the glass. Looks a bit like, it's off the glass, which is a real pain. Doesn't come out looking as good. I might put a piece of paper behind it, even though it's going to take away the black background. So we're just going to drop this on here and drop the dot feeder on it and flatten it, folks. See how we go. Yeah, that's come up looking a lot more interesting. Indeed, it looks better. I do wonder, I don't like that bit there. Well, we might leave it like that. We'll see how it looks anyway. It's an interesting piece. I'm already feeling hot in my jacket. I'm going to take my jacket off, I think, when I finish this demo. Yeah, running this at a relatively low contrast appears to work very well here for some reason. Yeah. Now we're just going to switch over. I can't see, doesn't show, it shows it there, but it doesn't show it here. That's one of the, so you got it there when you open it up. Oh yeah, it's there. It's a bit inconsistent. We all know the photocopier industry is full of shit, that they don't know how to build anything really sophisticated or interesting anymore. There's nothing creative about the industry of the photocopier. It's a very money-oriented business. It's just so boring. There's no new features. There's no new. Just they change the hardware so that they can make the older machines unserviceable. That's come up looking too dark. So they make the old machines unserviceable by making the new machines different, which really is quite bad. It's really quite almost disturbing how money-oriented this industry really is and how they don't care about the environment or the human race or nature. They just want to make a quick dollar and that's it, and they don't care. And I've got some really good ideas to improve the design, I've got to make this a mirror image as well. Like, I've got some really good ideas to redesign the photocopier, but I know that the industry wouldn't want to know. And even if they did know, they'd probably try and poach the ideas off me, think and call it their own. That's the kind of people that this industry seems to attract now. They don't have any people who are clever in the industry. They use a lot of, to my knowledge, they use a lot of slave labour to put the equipment together. In places like China, the document feeder, if I remember correctly, is made in China. So, the people in the industry are really uncaring and unloving, and they don't want anything to come between them and their revenue stream. And I really hate the product launches they have, which basically there's a lot of music and video displays and all this sort of shit, all this fancy stuff. Yeah, smoke and mirrors, I think. Yeah, that's a good description. All that fancy stuff. They have people dancing. They have wine and food. Like party food and all that sort of shit, just to make it really upper class, real uppity and classy. I think we'll darken it a bit. So they make it all very upper class and very posh, and they have all these expensive food, snacks and meals and that, and they just keep... And entertainment, that's what it is, entertainment. They've got lots of entertainment, and keynote speakers or whatever you call them and all that sort of shit, and yet the product is just piss. It's just piss. It's useless. The product does not figure. So all this fancy stuff, except for the actual product, which is quite ironic, but that's the way the industry is nowadays, full of shitheads who just care about money, and they don't want people like myself or any of the toner heads. A toner head is another word for a photocopier nerd or geek, and we toner heads don't have a place anymore. We're on the outside of our industry. It's quite an insult, but that's the facts, and it's horrible. And these idiots, they can't design for fuckery. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.